Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, this was a crazy weekend. I'm just gonna tell you now. I have absolutely no willpower. So last vlog I did, I think I mentioned at the end that I was going to a party that night. And that's why I was gonna work out or whatever a lot before I got there. So I actually did run for about 40 minutes and burned off like 300 calories, and I hadn't eaten dinner yet, so I was like, I should be okay, I can eat something over there, some gumbo, and I should be okay. So I go over there. I thought this was going to be a dinner for like 5 families max, but apparently she sent like 2 or 3 different emails out to different groups of people. So there are actually maybe around 9 or 10 families there. That's including the kids and all that. So needless to say, there was, just tons of food. Tons of food. And this is my neighbor who, they're like, every time they have a party, everyone wants to go because they just have great food. And I was just going to give you a little rundown because I want to be real and tell you everything because it's just crazy. And I hope it doesn't make you think of food or anything like that. But okay, so I got there and I was like, thinking I'm going to do good. I already know what food I was going to cheat on because I did it before and I kind of try to work out to like alleviate some of the pain of that night. I already had a feeling I was going to gain the next day, at least 0.2, you know what I mean? So I get in there and half of the food was already made, and that was a lot of food already. So I'm going to give you a rundown of what I ate throughout the night. Okay, I had 2 slices of cheese bread. It was like on a baguette. Cheese, it was not just cheese, it was a cheese concoction. It was like cheese, mayonnaise, mustard. That were the 3 like main ingredients, and he like mixed it up and spread it over the bread and then baked it, and it was what? It was freaking awesome. Okay, so I had 2 of those, and then I didn't know, but some of the other families brought some food too. So I had 2 like deep fried potato pancake thingies. I had 2 inari sushis, the gumbo, 2 servings of that. It was a small cup, on rice. A taste of my son's mac and cheese because I just love mac and cheese. And then what else was there? What else kind of crazy food that I indulge in? A sliver of chocolate cake, a sliver of red velvet cake, okay, and her homemade bread pudding. I, just for the hell of it, inputted all of this stuff into my daily burn. As close as possible. As I know that they have their own recipes, but basically as close as I can get. And I literally ate 3,000 calories that night. That night. No, wait. That doesn't include like the 300 calories I ate already, earlier. So 2,700 calories that night just for the dinner part, into the night, like till about 11 o'clock at night. I was just like, what? I knew, cornbread, homemade cornbread. That was the other thing I missed. And I asked him for the recipe, and he was like, you don't want the recipe to this. Oh, man. So, of course, I'm thinking it's because it has like 3 pounds of butter in it. But it was so good. I could taste like a little jalapeno in there. There was whole pieces of kernels of corn in there, and they just have good food all the time. As soon as I got there, I was like, what am I doing dieting? Hello, I want to have fun at a party like this. So my friends thought I was crazy, but to try to offset all that fat I ate and carbs, I had about 7 shots of tequila. Just straight up. No margaritas, nothing. Straight tequila, okay? Because I know before I did that, it did burn off some crazy, you know, cheats. And some people out there agree. I've heard from some people out there saying that when they've drunk to drunkenness or drank to drunkenness or whatever, that they released the next day. And my brother also, that happened to him. So I did that, and I got home and I was feeling like, wow, I'm really full, you know. So I got back on the treadmill and walked just so I could get to sleep, because I didn't want to like lay down and then the food's like up to here and I'm just gonna throw it all up. So, and I didn't, you know, sometimes I weigh at night just to kind of give me a preview of what I might see the next day, but I didn't do that. And in fact, I almost didn't weigh the next day. I was almost like, you know what, the hell with that. I'm not even gonna find out what happened. But that's not cool. That is not cool. So I got on the scale the next day, and well, Friday morning I weighed in at 133.8. I had released like 0.6 in the last 2 days or something like that. And I got on the scale and I gained 0.4. Do you believe that? I friggin' ate 3,000 calories that day on injection, and I only gained 0.4. So I guess the workout did it, the tequila, the only other thing I took was CLA, which sometimes I take that to help with carb intake, and 0.4. So then the next day I figured, you know what, this is going to come back to kick me in the ass the next day, but that's never happened to me. I've never had a second day gain, at least maybe once in the whole round. It's not normal for me to have a second day effect. You know what I mean? You guys all know what I mean. Like if I ate today, 2 days from now I would see a weight gain. You know, that didn't happen to me. But so Saturday then I had a great day. Like I did really well till dinner time. I got invited over to a swim party with my daughter. Well, my daughter got invited by her friend, and her friend's mom is my friend. So we ended up going over there and we ate some Chinese food. And I didn't eat a lot, but I know Chinese food is so salty. So, of course, the next day I weighed and I was up 0.8. So I was thinking that the Chinese food is worse than normal food. It's just really high in sodium, and it just makes me retain a bunch of water. I feel puffy after that. My husband felt the same way. He was like, man, I didn't even eat a lot, but I feel puffy. So what was that? So that's like 1.2 gain so far after eating, just going way off protocol. I mean, way off protocol. And then Sunday I didn't inject because I plan to not inject every Sunday. And I did pretty well. I did eat buffalo wings for dinner. Hecka spicy, you know. I try to do that too to offset stuff. I eat really, really spicy food. And this morning I had a 0.2 gain. So from the whole weekend of indulging like a mad woman, like someone who's not even on a diet, like, and it's not, anyways, I gained 1.4 all weekend total. And I think that's freaking awesome, because I didn't work out yesterday. I just did not have time. I had baseball games and soccer games. That was Saturday. So Saturday and Sunday I didn't work out. And so I think that was pretty damn good for eating all that crapola. And I know what you guys are thinking, damn, Eileen always gets away with that shit. But when you're this close to goal, guys, it's still not good. I mean, 1.4, it took me 3 days to lose 1.4. So, yeah. So it's not, it may sound like, oh, you know, I got away with that, you know. But when you're this close to goal, 1.4, that sometimes is a lot, depending on, you know, how you release. And you guys know me, I'm not a huge releaser. So I'm hoping that I did enough today to possibly get most of that off.